Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. As some of you may know, I went and had a little holiday break for a week. I had gone sailing on a catamaran to the Whitsundays, which is up north, just out of Queensland. And I had such a wonderful time sailing. We went and seen all the beautiful islands surrounding the Whitsundays. One of the islands we went to was Hamilton Island, but that was just one of many. But it was a wonderful experience. I'd never gone sailing on a boat before. It was just marvelous. But I'm back here to share with you guys another fun Easy Fold project. It's a flat mail pocket ID, just using one piece of paper. The projects that I'm sharing with you here, I did cut my paper down to 6x6, so you can use 6x6 papers from your 6x6 paper pads. These ones I had cut from a 12x12 paper, so you can make 4 of these really cute flat mail pocket IDs as well. So I'm going to show you these ones because you can make these in 2 ways, and then you can decide which way you like to make them if you want to give this a go. This one here, I did use a single-sided paper. This one here, I used double-sided paper. So that way you can see what it looks like if you want to use a single-sided paper. So this is one way, and then this is the other way I'm going to show you. And again, you don't need a scoreboard to make this a really fun little project. It is also great. You can add these into just a standard envelope and send it in as a standard letter. And you can still add some fun little flat package goodies in here as well. But let me show you what this one looks like, and then I'm going to show you how easily it is you can make this as well. So this one just ties up with a crochet string if you wanted to do that. And then it just opens up like this. And then you have a pocket up here, and the pocket opens up like that, so it's easy to take your goodies out. And then there is also another little side pocket here. So you have one at the top there, and then one on the side here. So you can see it's a single-sided paper, so you will see the white part showing, but you can always embellish this part here and add some embellishing if you want to cover this part. And so that is how this one looks like. So it's really just a simple little pocket, and you can also add these to junk journals or add these to some pages to create a pocket insert. And this one here is the second way, the other way you could make it. This one here has a cover, and I did close it with some vellum and made it a little belly band, and then used some tulle. The only difference is you probably want to use something a little bit flatter, maybe not something that sort of has a little bit of a bulk to the closure. And I'll just show you what I mean. So this is the envelope, and then you can just place it inside, and then you can send this as a standard letter size. But with the knot on the tool that I've made, it may be a deterrent in the mail if it's a standard letter. So just something to point out. Maybe just use something that hasn't got too much sort of like a little bump on the top. But I just thought I'd add this just in case you want to send this in a packaged mail. So I did just use a little bit of tulle just to close it up. It's just something like that. And this is just a piece of vellum strip, and then I just punched a couple of holes on each side, and then I just fold it over that way. But you can also use scrap pieces of paper to create the belly band, or you don't have to use one if you don't want to. But let me just show you this one. So this is the same as this. The only difference, I've made a cover on the front, and I've also added a little side tuck spot in the front of the cover. And this is a die cut that I have in my stash, and I just found this also in my stash, and I cut it into a little flag-shaped banner that says hello. And then this here is the front side tuck pocket. It's got a couple of little cutter parts in there, so that's what you got there. And then this is the cover when you open that up. And then this part here is another great spot where you can add a pocket, an envelope. And I'll show you another way where you can also add another side tuck pocket if you want as well on the cover, which I'll show you when I do the tutorial. But here is the little side pocket here, and I've just got some little ephemeras in the little package, clear packaging. And then again, this is just a piece of scrap paper. I just sort of cut it into a little strip and fold it in half to create a little pull tab. And then at the back here is the pocket. I've got a vellum window pocket with some more goodies in here. This is a little set that I have in my shop. It's a little Happy Mail starter kit. You get an envelope, a mini file folder, a tag, and a vellum window pocket. And my shop is already open again, so if you want to visit my shop and have a look at some of my items, my shop is already open. And then I've also just placed a little note, like a little note card, where you can write a message in here if you wanted to. And that's the pocket. So that is how this looks like. So I'll just show you the difference. I'll take this out so you could see. So that's the same pocket. This one just has the little flap. This one has a cover with a front side tuck pocket. But the inside is exactly the same, where you get the little pocket here. This also has the pocket there, and that has the top pocket, and this also has a top pocket. So you can decide how you would like to create your little flat mail pocket. So let me show you how to make this, and I'll also just let you know I will have some more fun items listed in my shop as well in the next week or two. So it'll be I'll be busy putting out some more listings in my shop. All right, so let me just go ahead, and we're going to just we'll make this one first, and then I'll show you how to create the cover. So this is a 6x6 paper, which I did cut from a 12x12. And then what you're going to do, if it's single-sided paper or double-sided paper, the cover part, you want that facing down. And then all you do is you're just going to fold it over on one side about 1/4 of an inch. So that will be your right side. And then you're going to open that up, and then you're going to bring this bottom up, and you want to bring it up and sort of leave a gap between the top edge about 1/2 inch if you wanted to. So again, I didn't measure it out. I'm just going to press that down. And then you open that up, and then you're going to bring the left side over, and you also want to bring this over about, again, 1 inch or 1 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to bring it up about that much. So again, you decide with this left part how far you want this to go in. So what will happen is, I'll close this over. That will be the width of your top pocket, and then this will be the depth of your pocket here. And you'll see what I mean. And then you can just decide how far you want to fold that in. So we'll open this up now. Let me just do this first. So we're going to open that up, and we are going to cut that little fold line up to there. So we've done that. And then this part here, we're going to cut this little strip out as well. We're going to remove that. So we're just going to cut along there and then cut that little piece out. And then we're just going to angle cut that. And then we'll do the same down here. So this is how your paper should look like once you've cut it out. And then we're going to now fold this back over, and we're going to glue this little side bit that we've folded over. You're going to bring that up. down. And then this part here, we're going to bring this back over. And then we're going to bring this over as well, just so you can see how it looks like. So you can see when you fold it over, if your paper sort of comes out a little bit, you can see that little piece, which is this piece. You can just trim that in a little bit, so that way it doesn't show. So you can see how I trim that back in a little bit so that it doesn't come out of that the front flap. So you can just use your trimmer if you want to do that. But I'll just use my scissors just so you can see, because I haven't got my trimmer beside me. So I'm just going to trim that down a little bit so that way that sits inside the cover. So that is that bit. And then down here you could also just tidy all that up as well and just have it all aligned nicely if it doesn't line up. And so that is that part. And then all I've done here is I've corner rounded the top. I also corner rounded this part here. And this is again optional. You don't have to do that. Just do that. And then also in the front. So let's go back to how the pocket looks like. So now you have that. This part is sealed. We're going to open this up and we're just going to put glue up the top there and down here to create the side little pocket in front of that other pocket. And that is all there is to this part to make this little pocket. Really easy. And this part here doesn't get glued down. That sort of stays that way. So that way it's easy to take your little goodies out. I mean, you can glue this part if you want to and have that glued in so that you have a secure pocket. But I like the way that it sort of opens up like that. So that is how to make that. And then all I've done here is I just added some scrap paper here, folded in half, and then placed it beside the on the edge here. Don't have any scraps. Let me see. So you can do that, and then all you do is just punch a hole here, and then you can add your little string to create the closure. So that is how to make that. And with this one here to make with the cover, it's exactly the same. You just create your little pocket, and then you have this part here. All you do is you just grab another piece of paper and you just want that to be the same size as your whole pocket. And then you just slide that on the inside. So my one's a little bit big, but just so you can see, it will go on like that. And then what you do, you will glue, let's just go with this one. You will glue along here and along here, and then you want to also glue just on the inside of that fold line all the way down, and then you're going to place your cover like that, just making sure that this part just sits beside the fold line. And then you'll have a side tuck pocket like I have here, and then I just covered that part with a die cut. You can leave it like this. You could use some vellum as a cover. You could also, let me just grab another piece of paper. I'll just use this one. It doesn't match, but what you can also do with this part, this is a fun part. You could also do the same thing and add your piece in exactly how I showed you, and just making sure your length of paper is a little bit longer than the edge of this one, and then you can fold this in to create another side tuck pocket on the inside. So I hope that makes sense. You just do the same thing and glue the top, bottom, and along here, and that will get adhered to that, and then you'll create another side pocket on the inside. and you just glue that side, the top and the bottom, to create another tuck pocket, and you'll have another tuck pocket here, and you've got your top pocket. So you could also do that. You could also grab your piece of paper, you can fold it in half, just pretending that the height is the same as this height, and you can create another flip pocket. And what you do is you will glue your paper so it will go in like that. You can have it out here, and then you've got a pocket up here. And so all you do is you just glue along the three sides. You glue that side along the bottom and along that side, and then you'll just glue it down like that, and then you'll have a top pocket up there. And when you turn that over, you will still have another spot here to add another envelope. You can add another tuck spot down here, and then you've still got these two little pockets here on this side. So there's just a couple of fun ways you could play around with this part of the cover to make more pockets, more pages if you like. But I just wanted to show you another easy, fun flat mail idea with a pocket using a 6x6 paper, no scoring, no measuring. And you can also make these in a larger size as well. It just means your pocket will be bigger. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.